Hello, this is Deidre West of the Healing with Horse Collective, and I'm sharing with you an experience I had with my horses out in their pasture on the full moon after dark. And I was returning the horses after a 4-day clinic with Frederic Pignon and Magali Delgado of Cavalia, which was a bucket list item for me. And I had gotten to bring my horse Faja and my Mustang Denny and ride with Magali. And so I was walking back to where the herd was. I had put everything away and done all the things people do. And it was a very windy night. Wasn't a lot of light in spite of the full moon. And I was walking with the full moon behind me, so I couldn't really see. There were coyotes just all over the place, it sounded like. So it was very loud because the grasses are about knee-high, but they're from last summer. And so they're dried, yellowed grasses that make a lot of noise in the wind and so on. And so when I got to the herd, it really felt like I had traveled across time. You know, I had gone quite a ways. They have a large pasture right now, which is really nice. And they were in a small bunch, and they came out, a few of them sort of came out to greet me, and I was spending time with each horse. And then I went to my mare, Cimarron, who's a black Mustang mare. She's very fierce in anything she does. She's very loving and very protective and very loyal. And whatever she does with a rather fierceness. But at this point, with all this wind, she was very calm and quiet. And I put my cheek on her neck. And I felt the weight of her mane come over my head as if I had this large, black, thick, gorgeous mane. And I could suddenly feel everything shift. And it was like I was in this expanse. And of course we are in this expanse. That was the point. But the world was this infinitely large, expansive space. And we live in that. And it was really quite remarkable to feel this shift because as humans we spend so much of our time with to-do lists. And I know this is something we say all the time, but the real difference is quite phenomenal. And so, you know, we live really in an age of diversion. We're always getting diverted or distracted. We've got things to do. We've got clutter in our lives and so on. And so to feel that the world was really expansive and infinite and that we're sort of alone in this large expanse. And what grounds us is our herd. My experience was that what grounded me and I was grounding for her was Sima and me together like this. And the herd all around us as well, which we could definitely sense. And so that it just felt like this was almost an answer to what Pignon had been describing. You know, why would you put pressure? There's so much space. There's like no need for pressure. But what there is a need for is relationship. And so that relationship can be absolutely beautiful, and you can get to know places as well. They can be part of your relations. But that this experience was just a girl and her wild horse. And that's really what it was about, was a girl and her wild horse. And whatever relationship we're in, it's just that you're in this infinite space with that relationship grounding you in that space. And so that was what Sima had to share with me.